What if I told you that the real reason you've been losing strength isn't age itself, but rather what you stop doing each day? Before we start the video, I ask that you leave a comment with where you're watching from, your age, and any questions, and stay until the end because exercise number 1 is the most important of all and will change your life after age 60. From age 60 onward, our body enters a phase where loss of strength and balance becomes increasingly evident, and it doesn't happen by chance. This stage is known as sarcopenia, a natural process of progressive reduction in muscle mass, strength, and power. Studies from the National Institute on Aging indicate that this loss can range from 3% to 8% per decade, affecting basic activities such as walking, rising from a chair, or maintaining balance during a simple change of direction. Furthermore, the central nervous system also undergoes changes that reduce the efficiency of communication between the brain and the muscles, compromising motor coordination and increasing the risk of falls, fractures, and consequently, loss of independence, a primary concern in later life. The good news is that you can reverse or slow down this process with just a few daily minutes dedicated to specific strength and balance exercises. Incorporating simple movements, such as controlled squats, calf raises, modified push-ups and plank exercises, not only stimulates the growth of new muscle fibers, but also reinforces the neural connections that ensure greater stability and agility. By making these exercises a consistent habit, 3 times a week is already enough to notice significant changes, you strengthen your bones and tendons, improve your posture, and reduce joint pain. Moreover, increasing muscle mass accelerates your metabolism, aids in weight management, and boosts the release of beneficial hormones such as testosterone and growth hormone, which naturally decline with advancing age. Starting with small sets of 5 to 10 repetitions per exercise and gradually progressing in load and intensity is the key to ensuring safety and effectiveness. Don't let sarcopenia dictate the rules for your body. With discipline, proper guidance, and conscious choices, you can maintain your strength and independence for much longer. How about taking the first step today by starting an exercise routine that respects your pace and capitalizes on every small gain? Your future self will thank you. What if I told you that with just a few minutes a day and without leaving home, you can preserve your muscle strength, balance, and vitality? Scapular retraction with a resistance band is a simple yet powerful exercise for those over 60 as it strengthens the rhomboids, middle and lower trapezius, and spinal erectors, muscles that tend to weaken with sedentary behavior and repetitive poor posture, yet are essential for supporting an upright spine and a stable center of gravity. To perform it correctly, sit or stand with aligned posture. Hold the resistance band anchored at shoulder height with your hands extended in front of you. Slowly pull it apart to the sides while squeezing your shoulder blades together. Focus on activating only the muscles between your shoulders without compensating with your arms or neck, and return in a controlled manner. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting 30 to 45 seconds between sets, and integrate this movement into your daily routine as it requires no large space or sophisticated equipment. Studies published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy show that scapular strengthening can reduce fall risk by up to 20% and significantly improve the sense of stability in mature adults. To maximize your results, start with a light resistance band and progress gradually. Keep your core firmly engaged to protect your lower back, lift your chest slightly to avoid kyphosis, and synchronize your breathing. Inhale before pulling and exhale at the end of the movement, optimizing motor coordination and blood flow. If standing is difficult, perform the seated version with your feet firmly planted on the ground. And as an extra tip, After each set, use the band for a chest stretch by wrapping one arm around a wall and rotating your torso to the opposite side, balancing tension between your front and back, opening your chest, and improving your breathing pattern, which further enhances posture, mobility, and daily comfort. Demonstrations show that scapular activation exercises help reduce fall risk by improving body alignment and facilitating balance. Maintaining an upright posture optimizes breathing, as the diaphragm can expand more fully, increasing cerebral oxygenation and overall vitality. This simple scapular retraction movement is, in fact, a powerful tool to preserve physical independence, reduce neck pain, and enhance the quality of life for those over 60. Exercise 2. Glute Bridge. As we age, maintaining glute strength becomes crucial for mobility, pelvic stability, and lumbar spine health. The gluteus maximus is the most powerful muscle in the human body, but also one of the most susceptible to atrophy caused by sedentary behavior, common after age 60. When these muscles lose activation, structures such as the lower back and hip joints end up taking on functions they were not designed for, which can result in chronic pain, walking instability, and difficulty rising from a chair or getting out of bed. To perform it correctly, lie on your back on a firm surface, bend your knees with your feet planted hip-width apart on the floor, and position your arms extended at your sides. Slowly lift your pelvis until you form a straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders, focusing on consciously contracting your glutes without hyperextending your lower back. Hold the elevated position for at least 2 seconds, breathing with control. Inhale as you lift and exhale as you lower, and then gently and smoothly lower your body back to the ground. It is recommended to perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 repetitions, resting 30 to 45 seconds between sets. To intensify the exercise, place a resistance band just above your knees, pressing lightly against the band's resistance to also activate the hip abductor muscles. As an adaptation for those who feel lumbar discomfort, rest your feet on a small step or firm cushion, reducing the angle of pelvic elevation. Incorporating the glute bridge into your daily routine, for example after a brief walk or before sitting down, helps reinforce stability and prevent future pain. Moreover, by strengthening your glutes, you improve performance in everyday activities such as climbing stairs, walking on uneven terrain, and standing upright for longer periods, contributing to active, unrestricted aging. You can add a longer pause at the top of the movement or wrap a resistance band around your knees to increase muscle activation. From a scientific perspective, multiple studies show that strengthening the glutes directly contributes to fall prevention, improves gait, and protects the spine. A study published in the Journal of Orthopaedic and Sports Physical Therapy found that glute bridge exercises effectively enhance the function of the posterior chain, engaging not only the glutes but also the hamstrings and spinal erectors. Additionally, this activation keeps the pelvis in a neutral position, essential for healthy posture, balanced weight distribution, and safer gait. Exercise 3. Adapted functional squats. One of the simplest yet most fundamental movements to preserve physical autonomy in later life is the ability to sit down and stand up without assistance. After age 60, many adults experience a significant loss of leg strength, particularly in the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, which impairs this everyday action. Adapted functional squats come into play not only to strengthen the lower limbs, but also to train mobility, balance, and coordination. Research published in the American Journal of Medicine indicates that maintaining the ability to perform a controlled squat reduces injury risk and supports independence in daily activities. To perform it, stand with your feet hip-width apart, push your hips back as if sitting into an imaginary chair, keeping your chest upright and knees aligned with your feet. Lower down to a comfortable angle, ideally until your thighs are parallel to the floor, and rise with control, contracting your glutes and quadriceps. It is recommended to do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions with 30-second intervals and progress by using back support or holding the back of a chair for pacing. To increase the challenge, perform the movement on a low step or hold light dumbbells. Include synchronized breathing, inhaling as you descend and exhaling as you ascend, and pay attention to core stability by keeping your abdomen engaged. Incorporating this exercise into your daily routine helps preserve strength, prevent falls, and promote active aging, enabling greater independence and quality of life. This exercise is directly related to reducing fall risk and hospitalization in older adults, as it strengthens not only the legs, but also enhances postural control and confidence when rising and sitting. It can be performed entirely safely using only a chair. Sit firmly in a stable chair with your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart, and without using momentum or assisting with your hands, slowly stand up by pushing through your legs until fully upright. Then lower yourself back down in a controlled manner to sit again. If needed at first, you may use a cane, the edge of a table, or even the sides of the chair for support, but the goal is to gradually reduce this assistance so that your leg strength increases over time. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 repetitions, keeping your breathing fluid, inhalate as you lower and exhale as you rise, and ensure that your knees and feet stay aligned to avoid joint overload. Execute the movement slowly and mindfully, without rushing, allowing the muscles to work properly and preventing compensations that could cause injury. From a functional standpoint, adapted squats train the body in movement patterns we use all the time: sitting, standing, climbing stairs, bending to pick objects up from the floor, and by strengthening these actions with specific exercises, you enhance not only your muscle strength but also your confidence in every daily movement. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine showed that older adults who incorporated this type of exercise into their routine experienced greater bone density, improved dynamic balance, and a significantly lower fall rate compared to those who did not practice. Additionally, these squats activate proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space, an aspect that also declines with age. To maximize your results, it is recommended to combine this exercise with posterior stretches and a brief balance drill, such as standing on one leg for 15 to 20 seconds, alternating with each set. Keeping a schedule or receiving daily reminders can help build the habit and ensure consistency in practice. If you're looking to take your health and well-being to the next level, check out the description of this video, where you'll find a link to our complete fitness guide. There, you'll learn detailed routines, safe progression tips, and motivation strategies to sculpt a stronger, more resilient, and vital body, regardless of age. To achieve the body of your dreams without needing to go to the gym, you will learn the correct way to perform each exercise and workout to obtain a more defined, muscular, and healthy physique. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your life. Simply scroll down to the link in the description and click to access our complete fitness guide. Your body and your health will thank you. Exercise 4 is the cross-body side step, a simple yet incredibly powerful practice, especially for older adults who wish to enhance not only their physical strength, but also neuromuscular coordination and brain function. As we age, communication between the right and left hemispheres of the brain can weaken, compromising fundamental skills like balance, motor coordination, and mental agility. The cross-body side step stimulates this connection by requiring coordinated movements in which you cross the body's midline, simultaneously activating brain regions responsible for motor integration and executive functions. Neuroscience studies show that activities challenging bilateral coordination can slow cognitive decline and improve executive function, crucial for maintaining independence in everyday life. To perform it, stand with your feet together, take a side step to the right while lifting your left hand to touch your right knee, keeping your torso upright and your gaze forward. Then repeat to the other side, alternating the crossing of arms and legs in a smooth, controlled manner. This crossed pattern promotes neuromuscular activation and strengthens the vestibular system, essential for balance and postural stability. Practicing this step for 1 to 2 minutes daily may seem simple, but its impact is profound. By training your body to move in complex patterns, you improve proprioception, reduce fall risk, and increase reaction speed to sudden imbalances. To maximize results, start at a gentle pace and accelerate as you feel comfortable, syncing each step with deep inhales and exhales. If you experience coordination difficulties at first, perform the exercise next to a wall or with the support of a chair for greater stability, gradually reducing that support. Include the crossbody side step in your warm-up routines, alternating with dynamic stretches, and observe how your posture aligns, your mind activates, and your body gains more confidence and agility in every movement. The crossbody side step stimulates the ability to react quickly to changes in position and enhances spatial awareness. Beyond its neurological benefits, this exercise significantly contributes to improving dynamic balance, a skill that declines with age and is directly linked to fall risk, the leading cause of serious injuries in older adults. The vestibular system in the inner ear is essential for maintaining stability, and activating it through challenging movements like the crossbody side step strengthens postural responses and motor control. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity showed that programs including cross-coordination exercises and lateral mobility significantly reduce fall incidence and boost confidence in performing daily activities, crucial for preserving an independent, active life after age 60. Exercise 5. Heel raises. Although simple in appearance, this movement is crucial for vascular and muscular health of the legs, especially after age 60, as the circulatory system tends to lose efficiency, leading to blood pooling in the lower limbs, causing swelling, a heavy sensation, and increasing the risk of varicose veins or venous problems. The calves act as a natural pump that propels venous return to the heart. When weakened, circulation is impaired and the risk of complications rises. To perform correctly, stand with your feet hip-width apart and lightly rest your hands on the back of a chair or another stable surface for balance. Then slowly lift your heels, rising onto the balls of your feet, and hold that position for at least 2 seconds, breathing deeply as you rise and lowering yourself back down in a controlled manner. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 15 repetitions with 30-second rest intervals, and if you wish to intensify, place a resistance band just above the ankles or hold a light dumbbell in each hand. Daily practice of this exercise not only prevents cramps and edema, but also strengthens the calf muscles, improves venous return, and increases endurance for everyday activities such as walking and climbing stairs. Additionally, by combining heel raises with a few minutes of posterior leg stretches, you enhance flexibility and reduce tension, ensuring lighter legs and a body better prepared to face each day with renewed vitality. To maximize muscle contraction, rise slowly onto the balls of your feet and hold the position for 2 seconds before gently lowering until your heels are fully on the ground. The key is to perform the movement in a controlled manner, avoiding abrupt rises and falls, which enhances activation of the soleus and gastrocnemius, the main calf muscles. It is recommended to perform 15 repetitions in 2 or 3 sets, with brief rests in between, so that blood flow remains steady and tissues receive nutrients efficiently. Practicing this exercise regularly not only strengthens the muscles, but also improves local endurance and optimizes cardiovascular function in the legs. From a scientific perspective, multiple studies show that calf activation through heel raises can reduce venous pressure, preventing blood clots and improving tissue oxygenation. Research published in Clinical Interventions in Aging highlights that strengthening this muscle group decreases the risk of thrombosis and relieves uncomfortable nighttime cramps. common in later life. Exercise 6. Adapted push-ups. As we age, sarcopenia attacks the upper body, weakening the arms, chest, and core, which makes tasks such as pushing a door, getting out of bed, or carrying bags more difficult. Wall or bench push-ups offer a safe progression. Place your hands at chest height, with arms extended and lean forward, keeping your body aligned from heels to head. Lower yourself in a controlled manner until your elbows bend to 90 degrees, then push your torso back to the starting position. Perform 2 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions, breathing rhythmically and engaging your core to protect your spine. To vary, try incline push-ups. Hands on a sturdy step, feet on the floor, with a reduced angle, gradually increasing the incline as you gain strength. This adaptation safely strengthens the chest muscles, improves joint stability, and maintains functional independence, allowing you to continue performing daily activities with confidence and pain-free. Adapted push-ups on an elevated surface, such as a wall or a sturdy table, are ideal for older adults because they reduce load and allow greater control of the movement. To perform them correctly, stand facing the wall or table with your feet hip-width apart at a comfortable distance. Place your hands at shoulder height, keeping your body in a straight line from heels to head. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the surface, then extend them again, breathing rhythmically. Inhale as you lower and exhale as you push back. It is essential to keep your core engaged throughout the movement to stabilize the spine and activate the core simultaneously. This compound exercise involves the pectorals, triceps, deltoids, and abdominals, making it an extremely effective option for increasing pushing capacity in daily tasks. Studies in geriatric rehabilitation show that practicing adapted push-ups 2 to 3 times per week significantly improves upper limb strength and reduces functional dependence in older adults. Functionally, strengthening the upper body expands autonomy for essential activities, getting out of bed, rising from a chair, lifting heavy objects, or protecting oneself in a fall, and promotes greater bone density in the arms and shoulders, which is crucial for preventing fractures. To progress safely, start with small inclines and, as you gain confidence, increase the surface angle or move your feet further back to intensify the exercise. Always maintain a calm, controlled pace. Avoid shrugging your shoulders, and at the end of each set, perform a brief overhead arm stretch to relieve tension. Incorporating this movement into your weekly routine ensures not only increased strength, but also improved posture, fatigue resistance, and confidence in daily movements, contributing to a more independent and secure life. Adapted push-ups can be adjusted to any fitness level, from the wall, progressing to a table, then a low bench, and finally, if desired and able, performing them on the floor with knees supported. And they have a direct impact on preventing osteoporotic fractures, so common in older adults. In addition to strengthening the pectorals, triceps, and core, this compound exercise stimulates blood circulation and improves cardiovascular endurance, contributing to more vigorous overall health. The secret behind all these movements, however, goes beyond just muscle strength. It's proprioception, the ability to sense your body's position and movement in space, even without looking. Training proprioception regularly not only sharpens balance and coordination, but also intensifies muscle activation and neuromuscular response in every exercise. A practical way to stimulate this awareness is to perform movements on slightly unstable surfaces, a folded towel, a balance pad, or even barefoot on a thick rug, because this subtle instability forces your body to make constant micro-adjustments, engaging stabilizer muscles that rarely work on firm ground. Studies in geriatric physical therapy show that proprioceptive training can reduce fall risk by up to 30%, improve postural control, and promote neuromuscular plasticity, key factors for maintaining functional independence after age 60. Additionally, by integrating short sequences of conscious breathing exercises and light walking breaks between sets, you boost tissue oxygenation and nutrient delivery, speeding recovery and minimizing delayed onset muscle soreness. You don't need to dedicate hours or resort to sophisticated equipment. Consistency, a 10 to 15-minute routine 3 times per week, combined with the intention to perform each movement mindfully and with proper posture is enough to yield significant gains. Incorporating this simple, progressive protocol into your daily life not only strengthens muscles and bones but also builds confidence in your mobility, prevents injuries, and keeps your body alert and balanced. Try starting today. Track your progress in a brief journal and celebrate every small victory. Step by step, you'll secure an active, safe, and high-quality later life. Remember, what weakens an older person most is not age, but inactivity. The human body is designed to move, and the more you use it intelligently, the stronger it will stay. So don't let a sedentary lifestyle steal the mobility and energy you deserve. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share it with someone who also wants to stay strong after 60. And above all, let us know in the comments which of these exercises you'll start today. Your decision could be the first step toward a more active, healthy, and fulfilling life.